Supers, to this birthday edition AMA question and answer, Q&A, whatever you want to call it. I am Super Joe Pardo. For anyone who doesn't know, my name's down here in the corner. Today, I thought it would be fun to answer some questions and see what is, see how I can help all of you with your business. I should have chat, but it looks like the chat is not doing the thing, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to move some things around here. I don't know why there's been a problem here today, but it looks like you do it. Said you should consider posting videos about Shark Tank. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You do it. I do appreciate it. I post quite a few, Shark Tank related videos, and as well as so many other videos that are coming down the pike. So if you have a question that you would like answered from me, whether it's about your business or what I do, the gear I use, anything, literally anything, feel free to drop it in the chat. I'll be watching the chat. Hopefully the chat works properly. I'm gonna send a test and see if it's working in over here. I also want to give a shout out to Alejandro. It says, "Hi, love your videos. Keep up the good work." Oh, my test did work. So maybe if you're watching this right now, if you could drop a chat real quick, and I can test it out and see if it's actually updating. Oh, there we go. YouTube is having issues today. It's not just you, and I see your comment. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I tried to get the thumbnail for this posted, and it didn't go through. So hey, what's up, super backer Michael? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in today on this birthday AMA. Yeah, so okay, cool. So that's good to know that the chat is working. Yeah. So I have a list of questions here, but if you have a question you want answered, whether about equipment or anything about me, the background, or the things in my background, things on the camera, equipment, anything, feel free to just drop it in the chat, and I will get to it today. The first question I have here comes from my girl Amy J. You might have seen her in the foam party hat video, which I'm actually supposed to be doing a video with his name, and I'm blanking on his name, but I'm supposed to be doing a video with them, interviewing them about their oh, hey, Shane, what is up, brother? It is so good to see you. Thank you so much for the happy birthday. It is greatly appreciated. I miss all three of you very, very much, and I cannot wait to be with the three of you again. Super cool pinball arcade setup. Thank you. This is actually a pitch and bat. So I don't have any pinball machines. I grew up with some pinball machines at my mom's house. She had 2 or 3 of them. But yeah, I have this is a wait, okay. I just got to get more coordinated here. So this is Slugfest from 1991, I believe. And then we have Blitz Blitz 2000 Gold Edition, 4-player. Of course, we have the basketball net. It's like the opposite. It's so hard to do this. Yeah, so I keep moving my hand. I feel like it's like a test. Basketball game, and then this Shuffle Alley has been in my family since 1980 or 1981. It's from 1969. It's all electromechanical, so it's like ding jing, and it makes like this loud calculator, mechanical calculator noise. Every time whenever you play, it's awesome. It was awesome to get it to even just to work, because it wasn't working when I got it from my aunt's house. So the first question I got was from Amy J. Like I said, she was in the foam party hat video. Go check that video out. It was a lot of fun. She asked, what is my favorite Disney movie? Which, if anyone that knows me and my wife and the kids, we're a big Disney household here. And it's hard to say just one movie, but I would have to say that the one movie that most influenced me, sadly, had Ed Asner in it, and which he just recently passed away. And I actually made a video or I'm sorry, an album out of the music and the soundtrack from Pixar's Up. So this is artwork from my brother-in-law here, and we did it. And then my guy Jerry Skids, he actually made a music video from the first hour of the almost 2 hour album that I put together. So it's Disney music mashed up with hip hop instrumentals. It tells the story of Up, and I had a whole bunch of reviews and all that when it came out. We raised money for Give Kids the World, which a huge fan of what they do. I had T-shirts made up, which I still have a few of those T-shirts. I still have actually a number of these. We did a 500 run of the dual print dual print CD of the album with custom artwork throughout. So it was a lot of fun to do that. It is all on turntables, and yeah, Up is probably going to be my answer for that. But I mean, there's a lot of Disney movies that I really actually enjoy, but that would have to take the cake. Number one there is Up. So let's see. Luis asks, where do you see yourself in another 35 years? 35 years. I don't know if I saw myself where I'm at today at this point when I would be 35 from when I was younger, but I don't know, 35 from now, I'd be like 70 years old. It's crazy. Hopefully, I imagine still working, helping business owners, and hopefully enjoying my time in between, with family, grandkids, and all that. But I plan to, still write books like the one that's sitting behind me here. I plan to hopefully can still be creating content. I've been creating content since 1996, 97, as a 10, 11-year-old boy who was really into video games and wanting to make, websites about video games and all that. So for me, another 35 years of creating content and having all these awesome memories and getting to meet so many amazing people. That's absolutely the number one reason to do any of this content creation. It's a lot of work. People like you do it can tell you it's a lot of work, but the people that we get to meet along the way is really that is the prize, right? Everything else is gravy. If money, career, whatever transpires from there is all gravy on top of the fact that we get to live a life where we are fulfilled and a life where we get to have amazing people come through our lives, and we're not just kind of stuck with the people who are immediately around us. And that's one of the blessings that we get by having access to the internet. And it's something, I literally grew up on the internet from the age of like 6. So for me, it's absolutely awesome to see all of this kind of coming together. And I don't see me slowing down. I don't see the internet slowing down. So I think we're just gonna keep on rolling here with the people, with the amount of people we get to meet and the amount of people that we get to help and grow this super community together. Kyle B asks, when you run out of Shark Tank, will you? Let's see. Wait, before I get to that one, when I run out of Shark Tank, which is a great question. Let's see. You do. It says it's life changing. So many friendships and opportunities that you could never foresee. 110%. If interacting with people and like having an amazing network of people and new friends and new experiences is not part of why you're doing what you're doing, then I mean, unless you're super happy doing what you're doing, you're probably doing it wrong or doing it for the wrong reasons. And that's really, since from a young age, I wanted to help people. From just the age of 6, I wanted to be a child psychologist to help other kids going through divorce like I was experiencing when I was a kid. So while I've gotten to speak at schools and help lots of kids along the way, it's really about it's really always been about the people, right? And helping those people. And thank you so much, Irish girl, Dutch Pour. I appreciate that. I want to get back to your email, by the way. I have it sitting in my inbox. I only have like 6 emails that I guess I got to go through. But I like to give, thoughtful answers, and I'm a very slow reader. So but I greatly appreciate it. I will get back to you very soon. I hope you and your husband are doing well. So the next question was, when you run out of Shark Tank, will you take on the Dragon's Den, or better yet, produce your own version? I wonder what you'll call it. He says, walk the plank with Joe Pardo. Well, so let's start with when I run out of Shark Tank videos. Shark Tank has over like, I don't know, somewhere in the ballpark of like 1,000 to 1,200 or something like that pitches. Currently, there's a brand new season coming up October 8th. When those episodes go live, I will be posting all 4 of those pitches the night that they go live, assuming nothing goes wrong and all that. In fact, I've had to work around making sure that I have enough time to be able to do that, given that my daughter's in soccer now, and it kind of takes place right up against that. And but I have contingencies in place to be able to get that newest episode out that night. Will I take on Dragon's Den? So for anyone who doesn't know, Dragon's Den is the name of, I think it's just the UK one, but I think they also have that name in certain other areas of the world, not just the UK. I'm open to doing that, but I mean, with so many Shark Tank pitches out there, I just don't see me running out of them anytime soon. Only posting one a day. I've done all of season 2, all of season 12 now, except for one pitch that I gotta get to. And then I'm working back. I've gone back to season 3. And I have other shows too, right? Undercover Billionaire. I want to finish out the Grant Cardone series. I just got that all prepped the other day. I also want to get The Prophet. I want to go back to doing The Prophet. I also want to do more Bar Rescue. Now that I've kind of got the format. If you haven't watched one of my newer videos, go back and watch one of my newer videos, because the format is like a half screen kind of thing. And I think it kind of puts the kibosh on the negative comments of people that were like, oh, I want to see the video. Like, yeah, I do too, but I also want the video to get through the copyright claim system on YouTube. So I think I'm open to doing Dragon's Den. I mean, there's a ton of Shark Tank Australia as well that would be fun to do. So I just think that there's so many things. There's so many other shows and things to do that I just don't see. Oh, there's that new show too. Money Court, I think it's called Money Court, with Kevin O'Leary as the arbitrator or judge, if you will, in business disputes. So I want to start doing some of those. There's so many. I mean, there's just so many things to do, and only putting out one video a day, it enables me to be able to have literally years before I have to worry about anything. Plus, I have my own content. Plus, I have the interviews with Shark Tank business owners and other business owners that I want to bring to the channel soon, as well as original content, news related content, Shark Tank product reviews, like there. And to get to the last part of Kyle B's question, which is, I wonder, would I produce my own version? There's always the potential for that. I'm absolutely open to doing that. But I also, in the short term, want to get back to doing the top with Super Joe Pardo, where I go and help a small business owner locally, either to me or fly. I'm open to both. Maybe once COVID gets further in the rearview mirror, flying would be more of an option. But that going and helping those small business owners and really creating an impact in their business is something I would love to do right on the show. I've already done one episode. If you haven't checked that out, it's where we helped her push Sandra's business in the direction of getting her to go full time with Etsy. And in about 6 months' time from working with her, she doubled her revenue, right? And while I was there, I tripled her workspace. So, it's absolutely these are the kinds of things that I want to accomplish with small business owners and work with them, not only to create engaging, great content, but to do something to give back to that business and to the community. So I'm looking for business owners, specifically in the Philadelphia area. So if you know anybody, please hit me up. I would be happy to go and work with them if they're open to filming, the process that we go through. So Vivek N asks, how are you so super? Love you, Joe. Thanks for being you. Vivek, I greatly appreciate that. So if you've never been to my website, it actually talks about that right at the top. So it's a little hard to maybe read here. I don't know if I can I maximize it? Okay, I can maximize it. So right here is where did the super name come from? And asking my friend Matt Borelli, who is one of my closest, dearest friends, like a brother to me, drew this picture back in 2006. I thought it was cute. Like, I didn't think much of it. I kind of put it in the drawer, and I found it years later when I went to leave the company, my family's company. And he said, I drew the Super Joe Pardo image because it represents Joe's seemingly superhuman talent to excel at everything he does. The dedication and mastery he's achieved through his many pursuits demonstrate that once you've mastered yourself, the sky is indeed the limit. And I am a huge proponent of you mastering yourself and what makes you tick and what makes you enabled you to do better and do more for other people and for yourself, right? We have to put our mask on first before, like in the airplane, not the cloth mask, but the drop down mask. Put your mask on first before you can help somebody else. Oxygen mask first before you help someone else. So I really think that as super entrepreneurs, that's something that we have to be able to do, right? Is not only help ourselves first, but help other people pull the super out of themselves. And then that's what this is all about, right? That's what the whole super entrepreneur, the whole super entrepreneur brand, logo, feeling, being a part of the super community is all about, is bringing the super out of other people. And for anybody wondering, this shirt is an Eric Patrick Thomas original. So shout out to Eric Patrick Thomas, who's a good friend of mine. And I'm happy to be rocking his shirt today on my birthday. So yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat on the side here or down below, depending on where you're watching this. Jason N says, most important question, can you stop talking during the Shark Tank videos? And the answer to that is no. I got a comment the other day saying something like, we really don't need your comment, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking, I started to think to myself, who is the we that we're talking about here? Because when I check the stats of the channel, there's like 5,000 people in the last month. There's like 500 to 600 people plus a day that are returning viewers to the channel. And that number is growing every single day. So I don't know who the we that we're talking about here. Jason said it kind of as a joke because for anyone that doesn't know, the negative comments that I've received on this channel, I do actually post them on my Facebook, and people get a good laugh or chuckle out of it. Some of it's ridiculous. Look, I'm not coming to you to tell you how to run your channel, right? So I don't see why people should come to me to do that. I did a whole hour and a half, so I'm not going to go down the whole rabbit hole, but I did a whole hour and a half video with Larry Roberts that was it was all about how I heart my negative comments, and the thumbnail says most useless channel ever, and so yeah. Michael Superbacker says, we are here for Super Joe's insight. If they wanna just watch Shark Tank, go do that. 110%. Now, with that said, because I'm very much
always playing devil's advocate, always trying to see, from multiple perspectives. I mean, I wrote about that in my first book, 31 Life-Changing Concepts. Always look for, as many different perspectives or different angles as you possibly can. In some cases, not every case, but in some cases, a lot of those people seem to be not from America, and getting the Shark Tank episodes are not that easy, apparently. There's different copyright laws and things of that nature, distribution rights in different countries. So it's not that easy for them to necessarily get it. With that said, I don't owe them anything. As much as I want to satisfy every person, and that's one of the reasons why I shoot the videos the way I do, so that the video is out there for the whole video is in my video, right? The whole Shark Tank pitch is in my video. So yeah, I might be talking over. I try not to talk over. I try to pause it, but that doesn't always work out. And I try not to edit it unless I absolutely need to. And I really don't like to blur it unless I absolutely need to in order to get it past copyright so they can have it at all. And those people that make those comments just really, it's more of a them problem than a me problem. And I think that I'm doing the best that I can to be able to provide a good to great experience. I think that where I've been able to take the videos now in the last week to 2 weeks has been a lot better, a lot more consistent. It doesn't have blurring and things of that nature, but it's a constant battle against the YouTube copyright system. It's not a simple thing. If it was that simple, everyone would do it, and they don't. So in some ways, it's nice to have captivity in it, but it's not my problem that they don't want to watch the commentary. That's a them problem, and I'm not going to feel bad. I'm trying my best to provide to the people like Michael and Irish Girl, Poor Dutch Poor, and you do it, and all the other amazing people that come to the channel. So I'm trying to do right by them, giving the insight. That's what I'm here for. As well as, provide a way for people outside of the country to have access to something that they might not be able to get otherwise. Shelly Williams, LTTstore.com. They got the new cap here, and I absolutely love it. Well, I don't love it. I would be nice if there was a little hole somewhere, so that a breathing hole, so it could pour more consistently rather than gulping out of the spout. Shelly Williams asks, how do I build an online store? Wow, that is a loaded question. There is a lot there. Shelly, I will likely do a whole video on that. In fact, I think I will, because I think the simple answer there is go to Shopify.com. I don't have an account or I've never used Shopify personally, but Shopify would be the easy way. A harder way, a longer way, probably a better way, in my opinion, because you get to keep more of the profit, would be go and create a WordPress website and then add WooCommerce to that for free. But I will look at doing a video for that. Let me see. Christine T asks, what's next? Well, what's next is more Shark Tank. Shark Tank October 8th. We're going to do 4 videos in a night, right? We're going to go back to doing that. So look forward to that. More diversified content, more opportunities for other unique content that's servicing those entrepreneurs. Launching the Super Entrepreneur Education and Mastermind. So look forward to those links coming soon. I have more merch coming to the shopsuperjoe.com site, which, by the way, if you haven't seen, you can get 10% off today on Super Entrepreneur gear. Go to shopsuperjoe.com, discount code birthday. It will end tonight at midnight. So go check. I'll leave that up for a little bit here. Yeah, I mean, what's next is like I was said earlier, I'd like to get to do some more the top with Super Joe Pardo, go and help some local small business owners on solving some of their biggest problems that they have, and do more content, more reaction content. In fact, there was somebody asking for the profit in the comments like yesterday or the day before. So I want to do a variety of shows as well, and content. I've been hesitant to do news related content because I don't know that I want to get on the news circuit and have to like stay constantly ahead of what's going on in whether we're talking about different markets, and again, I would want to relate everything back to being an entrepreneur, everything back to being a small business owner. So I don't know that I've been looking off and on for different content to pull ideas from, and I don't know if I really want to get into the whole news game. It just feels like I'd have to do so much more work to be able to bring that to the table. And I don't know that I want to go there, but I do want to put some videos together that are maybe more topical to what's going on in the here and the now. Just maybe not, hey, did you hear this breaking news? Like a Meet Kevin kind of way. He's got that market cornered for sure. So I don't know if it's and now that unfortunately he lost the race in California. I'm sure he's going to be back on the bandwagon of streaming nonstop and doing his thing. So I don't know. I'll give it some thought, but yeah, that's really what's next for me. The last question I have here, unless anybody has any questions you want to drop in the chat, is from Melissa P, my wife, and she said, "When can we go back to Disney World?" And the answer to that is, hopefully soon. Hopefully in the next couple of months, I'd like to, within the next 6 to 8 months, I'd love to get back down to Disney World. So that's all. That wraps up all the questions I have. The only other question I did have here, and I will likely do a whole separate video on, it was Chris B asking, should I repair my brand or start a new brand? And I mean, that's such a loaded question. There's so many things to dive into, why and what and how did we get to this place and all that. So I am interested in probably shooting a whole video on that, like the key signs that I would look for about whether or not to repair a brand or start a new brand, or even just rebrand, right? Not necessarily starting a new brand, but just rebranding what you already have. That's a whole nother thing. So I would love to hear you in the comments. Whatever business questions you have, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I would be happy to answer them in a video format. And I hope you all have an amazing day. It's been so much fun getting to answer some questions here, and I'd like to do it more. So Michael Superbacker says, I love when products I originally back on Kickstarter end up on Shark Tank. Some being New Milk, Lark, the self-cleaning water bottle, Illumable, which I have an Illumable somewhere. Geo Orbital Wheel, the electric bike wheel, Brew, the cold coffee maker, and Revo Lights, a bicycle light system. Yeah, it is awesome seeing those products get that next level of attention, right? And opportunity, not just of like to be in front of people, but the opportunity to have critiques come from the sharks and have the experience of having to put a pitch together that, I mean, they might have gone to bigger pitches for asking for more money at some point in their path, but the stage, the spotlight that is on them when they are on Shark Tank is huge. It's phenomenal, right? And there is no stage like that of Shark Tank. And for all the things, I don't want to say this, like for all the people that have been that have said like, oh well, it's still reality TV and it's not really real and blah blah blah, and it's like, well, yeah, look, there's still producers involved, right? They are tweaking, making it a certain way for specific reasons, and you have editors who edit things to make to tell that story. But them being on the carpet for 45 minutes to an hour and a half is very real. Like, and the outcome is very real. So I think that. I think that it's maybe maybe the closest you get to reality, and I don't know that we would be there if Mark Cuban didn't come onto the show. Before he got there was like some questionable things that were happening and going on, apparently from interviews and things that I've read and or heard, and they've Mark Cuban like kind of put an end to that. He also put an end to the ABC taking a cut of the business, like a 2.5 or 2.7% or something to that effect, when they get to the floor of Shark Tank at all, which brings up a lot of things, because like you're only going to get certain businesses, because it's like, oh well, if you ended up taking up 40% of my 47% or 48% of my business, then and I owned 100 and now ABC owns 2.5% right as soon as I walk out the door here, I might not be the majority owner of my business anymore. So it's just things like that Mark Cuban, having him there enables them to do so much as far as keeping it as genuine as possible. It's got to be entertaining, but keeping it as genuine and real as possible, which is exactly what I try to do and provide here on the Super Joe Pardo channel. So I appreciate you all being here on my birthday. It's great being 35, and I'm gonna get out of here. This does run 32 minutes so far. So I'm gonna go see my kid. Dom just got out of school, so I'm gonna go see him. I appreciate you all being here. We'll be back tomorrow with a new Shark Tank video, and like I said, I got some other ones I'll be recording and splicing in there, and original content. And I was thinking about doing more than one video a day. So we'll see. Thank you so much, Michael Superbacker. Greatly appreciated. All right, take care, everybody. I'll see you all in the next.